Donkeys R Us last time have struggles with a quote unquote lesser known team. So I'm interested to see if Modo can give them a little bit of run for their money here on Infernal Shrines, where we see a lot of priorities on those AoE heroes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking about if I am Moto Gaming, who do I want to ban? Obviously, Dahaka is never a bad ban if you're not planning on picking him. Sonya wouldn't be a bad ban here either. Same with the Greymane.
Yeah. But with the meta how it is right now, I feel like you have to prioritize either a Garrosh or Dahaka here, unless you're going to be playing Dahaka with that first pick. It's going to be Malthael.
Yeah, it's smart ban. I definitely
don't hate it.
Yeah, definitely don't hate it. Malthael just gonna have a whole lot of opportunities to just get loads of damage off in these clumped areas with the Death Shroud, his stay up in a fight with his Q. Do you think we'll see any Medivh shenanigans? Because we do see Medivh get picked here an awful lot.
I think we could. Both these teams, I feel like, have a Medivh. I know Donkeys R Us definitely does.
Yeah.
Modo, I would imagine, has a player on their team that can play the Medivh and really be that kind of sneaky pick. And we're great to see actually Sonya get banned out. So you were talking about that earlier as a potential ban. This opens up Garrosh, Genji, a whole multitude of kind of top tier heroes in the meta right now, especially for the amateur and professional scene. So I'm really interested. The world is their oyster for Modo, and I'm really interested to see what they pick up here. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Garrosh though, because the last time they were given an opportunity like this, they immediately locked in Garrosh on that Dragonshire.
Yeah, they definitely did. But they go with the global ability of Dahaka just as good here. We'll probably see the Garrosh come out from Donkeys R Us. I would be surprised if he doesn't get picked up here.
Yeah, if he doesn't get picked up here, it would be a little bit surprising. Although, okay,
all right,
with the Uther pickup, I was like, I don't think Garrosh is getting picked because you want to pair the Uther with someone who really is going to get a strong amount of value from that. And obviously, we do see Genji get picked up.
Now, this probably just threw a bit of a wrench in Modo's draft, because now they have the option to either pick Garrosh, pick another strong tank, and then have their pick of damage later on. Or they would probably need a solo laner. Well, Dahaka's your solo laner, so Arthas isn't as high on the priority list at this point, in my opinion. I feel like you go with a support and a damage at this point.
Yeah, I think you don't worry too much about your double tank here. As they do pick up Ariel, is it going to be a Vala? Yeah, it's going to be a Vala. Quickly picked up right after the Ariel.
So
wasn't a huge surprise to see that Vala picked up, because she gives that hope generation, and the Hungry Arrow build on Infernal really helps clear down those minions fast.
Yeah. Now, what tank do you ban out if you are Modo Gaming?
Arthas.
You could ban out Arthas. I like this ETC ban coming out because they have Ariel. Uther's not going to get anywhere close to Vala if she goes strafe in this case, which is a high possibility, but an ETC getting a decent mosh off would almost ensure a strafe coming out. So ETC's banned out, so they're obviously not picking him. That just made their job a little easier. I think you ban the Arthas here.
Yeah, I would like to see that banned out, because we've talked about it in previous matches, just the Howling Blast able to really lock down areas in these tight quarters. They are forced to fight in over these shrines can really enable Arthas to do things that he shouldn't be able to do. We'll see though. I almost wonder if they might. Yeah, it's got to be a warrior ban because they don't have a warrior yet. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. I mean, I could see a Nubrak ban as well. But what is it going to be? Modo really taking it down to the wire here with 5 seconds left on their ban that they have to lock in. It's going to be Abathur. I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with that ban too. I definitely don't hate the Abathur ban. Double Genji would just wreak havoc on them. A double Greymane would also be just as catastrophic, and now they definitely need a tank at this point.
Do they though? I mean, how limited would you get if you let Modo pick a tank as well? I mean, the options are pretty wide open. I feel like that you can let a tank slide to your next and final pick.
So there comes the Anubarak. So right there is the shutdown for either Ariel's healing or Vala's extended damage. Let's see, what will Modo Gaming go with for their final 2 picks? So they definitely need another tank. Dahaka, as good as he is definitely better as the solo laner. And not a main tank. He functions well in the Sonya role, we'll call it. So
do we see an Arthas get picked up here though?
We may see a Johanna come out.
Johanna wouldn't be a huge surprise. Her wave clear is super strong, and her survivability is one of the best out of all the warriors. And they're really taking down the wire. But I really think we're going to see an Arthas here. The 5th pick, I don't know what it's going to be, though.
Yeah, Arthas and...
Oh! The new 76er.
Yeah. Back from Philadelphia to come fill in for his new team here in the Nexus. We got the Asmo dunk coming out. All right. So this probably made donkeys go, huh? Or, huh?
I imagine those comms are a little like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Did we just get run into?
Yeah, that's what I would be saying if I were Donkeys R Us. But I am not really worried. They have more than enough damage on their side. If Azmodan is unable to either stack Taste for Blood or Sieging Wrath. And if he goes Sieging Wrath, I'm not, like, I hate to say it, but I almost say this is going to be pretty easy for Donkeys R Us. The Azmodan really needs to get his damage up quickly and in a hurry, and that's going to rely on Azmodan rotating with the team. We see it.
Wow, okay. I think this is going actually for a 7-sided strike. Heroic for Kerosene is going to be able to go a bit more damage because of Uther being on their side as well, and that 7-sided strike really shuts down or it doesn't shut down, but it really hurts the front line from engaging when that Heroic is available, I think.
Definitely so, but
and maybe force out Aegis as well.
It could indeed. But here we go. We're coming in to game 1 between Donkeys R Us and Modo Gaming here at the HGC North American Cup Open number 7, the final cup before the playoffs. This is the time where teams are jockeying for position for those final bits of points to get themselves into the playoffs starting in, I believe, 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, that sounds accurate to me. But yeah, those should be really interesting as we go forward. Loading into game here, we are just about to start. Is on the left side. We do have Donkeys R Us we have Slice Blade playing the Greymane, Sorya Sarian on the Genji, LZ Gamer on the Karazim, Anubarak being played by Jin, and Elhaim on Uther.
And on the other side, we got Modo Gaming with King Dingo on the Vala, Burger on the Arthas, Brocknar looks like he's on the Dahako, Savo on the Ariel, and on the new addition to the Philadelphia 76ers, it's Shogun Misa on the Asmo Dunk.
It's going to be CG and Wrath for level 1 on Asmodan, and we on the other side we are seeing the Iron Fist get picked up for Karazim. That was kind of the question, is what kind of Karazim were we going to get out of this going forward? As the big push up top, they're going to get a tower very quickly. They're going to start work on the second tower. The rotation isn't coming. They're just going to try to trade blow for blow here in the mid lane.
Yeah, Haka already going to the bottom lane.
Arthas?
Buddy, are you okay?
Took a little bit too much tower damage, so Yusarian recognizing that and going in for the quick early kill. Yeah. And that puts Donkeys R Us ahead very early already. Look at this. LZ Gamer going in on the health fountain in the top lane. Going to have to back off though as Asmon rotates in, but they're almost a full level up on them, and we're less than a minute in.
Yeah, that push mid on the side of Modo Gaming didn't pay off at all. I can't even give them, the benefit of the doubt right there, as they weren't even able to get a tower. All they did were drain shots, and Donkeys R Us are off to the races right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and they're just doing a great job rotating and not giving Asmo much room to stack too much going forward.
The Jin on that Anubarak just now getting the Beatles going. Asmo trying to stack Sieging Wrath right there, but only hitting one, not the most efficient way. But it just looks like Donkeys R Us are just going to get this bottom cannon
tower,
no
they're already
problem.
Pressuring, and I'm a little worried for Modo here going in, but they are able to push them back out to start this first Shrine phase. Yeah, Level 4 is online for Donkeys.
Yep.
And they're going to play it slow here.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good opening they had at the start, and there's really no reason to worry. But what we're seeing right now is a 3-man rotation up to this top lane with LZ, who made not even nice burrow out of the Haka. Not going to save his life, though, just delay the inevitable. And I think they're just going to push this top fort and give up the Punisher.
Yeah, the first Punisher is definitely the one you want to give up if you're going to be giving up one during the course of Infernal Shrines. It doesn't have a whole lot of pushing potential, and if you can get a fort out of it, that seems like a pretty darn good trade, because it's very hard to get a fort with this first Punisher.
Yeah, it really is, and we see that Modo did grab the Punisher, but they're going to be able to defend this pretty easily. We already see Modo or Donkeys R Us already coming in to help defend it, but I don't know, maybe they could take this.
Yeah, they didn't rotate down. They got distracted a little bit in the middle lane by the Dahaka, thinking they could maybe pick them off again. And Sorya Sarian's in a little bit of trouble. It should be okay. This is going to be a fort for Modo. So we were proven a little bit wrong there as far as value. And Dahaka is getting caught out once again. Is it going to be enough damage? It is. Goodbye, Dahaka, once more, as level 7s come online for Donkeys R Us, and they're able to invade this camp with impunity, really.
Yeah, it looked pretty simple for them to get that pick off. Dahaka just a bit out of position, then just clean that camp up, no problem, easy peasy. They're going to move probably to that bottom camp, either look for a pick off or delay on Modo taking this camp. Modo decide they want no part of it. That leaves Donkeys R Us free to snatch this up. The multi-shot just scouting out. The Hungering Arrow comes in, and Uther comes in with that Holy Fire saying, look at my sick camp clear, boys.
Yeah, they're going to be able to clear this out. I think they're not going to get invaded on here, but could be proven wrong. No, they are able to grab it really quickly. And oh, the focus on Asmon and the Suns are starting to come out. The damage isn't quite there to finish him off, though.
Asmo almost has Sieging Wrath done.
Oh my gosh, is Dahaka going to get killed by LZ here?
Yes, he is. That is a kill. That is you hate to see that kind of thing happen.
That's unfortunate.
That makes me sad as a tank main.
LZ with the early lead, 10k hero damage on that Karazim. And they're going to take this front fort wall and towers in mid. And that's going to be Sieging Wrath completing, though, for the Asmodan. So a little bit of power spike coming online for him.
Yeah, this will allow Asmo to siege back from even farther. But we do have ultimates coming on. Divine Shield, Dragon Blade. No big surprise there. And there's just pretty much no way that Modo can even remotely contest this at this point.
Yeah, Cursed Bullet, not a huge surprise coming out from the Green Man. They will really soften up that front line of Modo and be able to blow them up. It actually is going to be Divine Palm from LC Gamer. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but giving a bit more survivability to your very heavy dive DPS in the Genji here. It is scary. A Genji with both a Divine Shield and a Palm. That's kind of terrifying to play up against.
Yeah, and it's Dahaka on the bottom lane, trying to push this out as much as possible. Decently sized creep wave is there right now, but Arthas does go down in the mid lane, as I was more focused on the Dahaka trying to push everything out. But here comes the Frozen Punisher down mid lane.
Yeah, and there's a fort down already, and this Frozen Punisher hasn't even been touched yet. The Cocoon does come out onto the Asmon, and he gets stunned by the Punisher. That's going to be another kill in favor of Donkey's R Us.
That was just a rude Cocoon followed by a ruder jump at that point.
That was dirty, is what it was.
Yeah, this looks like this mid keep is not going down.
Oh,
the
no.
Dragon Blade does come out. Crystal Aegis on to Arthas right there, but only once again delays the inevitable. Genji deciding to slice the keep up with his Dragon Blade. And yeah.
Yeah, they're going to back off. First keep of the game, 7.5 minutes into this. 13's online for Donkey's R Us as well. But we do have heroics from Modo. If they can soak and start trying to get back into this experience game, they can take some team fights. Blackpool, Rain of Vengeance, Isolation, Army, and Crystal Aegis going to be their selections going forward. And
I find the Isolation a very, very interesting pickup. I think it's probably for the Genji when he tries to dive in, but actually being able to hit that is a much different story. And Jin is just in the middle of angry people. He should have a Burrow Strike to get out. The Cocoon comes out. Take it. Jin's just on the Juke City train at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Call him the professor. He's just giving a clinic on how to dodge skills, but the Dahaka does land the drag, doesn't add up to much. Kyrism comes in with the dash, and I mean, did Jin really need it? I don't think Jin really needed that.
He probably didn't need the rotation, but it was to keep him safe, make sure he was going to be able to get back home safe and sound. But we're going to see Modo taking this camp here, and I don't think Genji's going to be able to get there in time. No, he decides against dashing into that mass of people there.
Yeah, nice solid decision right there.
Dahaka once again isolating the top lane. I'm wondering if we might see a rotation once again, but we do see a big fight break out in the middle. Cursed Bullet onto Ariel, and the Genji goes on as well. The Aegis does come out, but it's not enough. It's once again delaying the inevitable. Dragon Blade comes out. Here come the resets for Genji. The Cocoon onto the Arthas, I believe. Yeah, it's Arthas in there. He is going to get locked down, and that should be a 4-0 kill. Dahaka all by his lonesome, and They're just gonna go for core here, and
Yeah.
I can't blame them.
I don't know if they can get it, seeing as how at least four will be up.
Vala is going to be up, and Asmodan's going to be up, so they're going to have to burn this down quickly. They do get a stun on Dahaka. LZ taking quite a bit of damage, but the core as well, down to 30% already. The Kerosene gets dropped, but it's not going to be enough as the core gets dropped to 0%, and game one goes to Doggies R Us in a fast 10-minute game on Infernal Shrines.
Definitely fast. Definitely how we like it sometimes. Quick and clean teamwork. What we always have expected out of Donkeys R Us. The Modo Gaming just looking like they were having their hands just a little bit full that game. From the get-go, that failed push into the mid keep when they saw that Donkeys were taking the top fort essentially. So, but we'll see if Modo Gaming can bounce back in game two. We'll have the next game up here very shortly, but I mean, at least it wasn't a team no sleep, at least.
Yeah, and we didn't get to see the Asmodan really kind of what the plan was around that, unfortunately. Well, I guess it was kind of that bottom lane did get pushed out pretty far by the laning there, but outside of that, the Asmo really didn't come online and provide a whole lot of value, I think, to Modo's lineup.
Yeah, no, the Asmo did not pan out the way they wanted it to. I think he did get a Sieging Wrath completed, but by the time Asmodan needs those slow, drawn-out fights to really get value from his globe. Get value out of his globes, and the team fights were just going way too quickly from Donkeys R Us. So
yeah, most definitely. This is this is gonna be a tough road for Modo to come back in this series. Donkeys R Us just a collection of really solid players. And we'll have to see if this next map they can draft a little bit better. But it's going to be tough for them. I'd like to see them give them a bit of a run, but Doggies R Us after that first game, they're looking in top form. Yeah, they haven't really missed a beat.
Yeah, they're looking very, very, very strong right now. Yep.
Was that the cat?
No, that was somebody else.
Okay.
Who didn't realize that we were live. So we're just waiting to get into the lobby right here. You'll probably see it here in about 2 minutes. She walks in, panics, runs out. I wave my hand like trying to come on. She runs back out the door. Kind of funny. Enjoy it. But yeah, once again, thank you for joining us tonight here at Nexus Commentaries. If you think we're of any value to your entertainment this Monday night, please hit that follow, hit that like, hit that subscribe on YouTube. I see Moobot's working finally. We appreciate every follow, every like, every time someone stops by, or even if you hate us. You think these guys really suck, and I want to remind them every time they sign on. Hit the follow button. Surefire way to know when we go live. So there we go. There's my invite to the lobby. Let's get Jimmy.
Get me in there.
Yes, let's get good old Jimmy in here for the game number 2. We got Dragonshire. I love it. Again,
I'm excited. I like Dragonshire matches just because, like we saw that first round, they're really chaotic and there's stuff a lot of the times just happening all over the map. And While it's a little bit stressful as an observer and a caster, it's really fun to see play out.
Yeah, definitely. We are just about ready to start here. Just waiting for both teams to let us know that they are ready.
Yeah, we could be getting a quick 2-0 here if things pan out in favor of Donkeys R Us.
Yeah, it looks like some of the guys on the side of Modo Gaming do need a minute. People are talking to me in other places.
Keeping you busy, my friend.
Yeah, it's always bumping here at Nexus Commentary. So
Most definitely. But yeah, game number 2. Not a whole lot more to talk about until we get in the draft, but I'm excited to see how this plays out as we go forward into the next round of HGC Open North America Week number 7, Cup number 7.
If I'm honest, I'm going to expect something like potentially even more aggressive out of the side of Donkeys R Us. They definitely, I feel like Donkeys may have gotten a measure of Modo.
And what they can get away with.
Yeah, they got away with a lot last game. They got away with an unfair amount of shenanigans. And maybe Modo wises up to that. Maybe Modo goes, okay, we see. We're not going to... we feel like we're not getting really respected for showing up to this second round in the HGC Open. Okay, bet. So...
And yeah, here we go into draft. I didn't catch who we got first for picks and bans, but okay, it looks like Dragons R Us, or Dragons, Donkeys R Us does get first pick, first ban. So this was Moto's pick for the place of battle. Let's see if they might have something a little cheeky up their sleeve to try to kind of cheese the game off of Donkeys R Us. But like you said, Donkeys R Us, they might be feeling good. They might be feeling a little bit more aggressive and might take some more risky picks in their drafts.
Yeah, and we're seeing the ETC ban come out on the side of Donkeys R Us. Smart ban. Don't want to get stage dived on. It's annoying. And stage dive actually does have really good synergy with a lot of other ultimates in the game. We saw the attempt from Cloud over 9,000 and the Horrify combo that they were looking to get going there. It worked really well, to their credit. It just didn't. They were too far behind at that point. They didn't have the damage output they needed. So I'm expecting Modo to ban a global here, most likely Dahaka, or ban a solo laner like Sonya or Arthas.
Yeah, all of those are really solid bans. I would expect the Dahaka to get banned here. I mean, unless you okay. They are going to ban out the Genji. I don't blame them for that. And it's one part. Wow, that was a very quick lock-in of Rhaegar. They have something up their sleeve. I guarantee it based off how fast that pick came in.
Okay, hear me out. Sonya, Rhaegar, Morales, Bloodlust, Stim Drone. Let's do it. All right.
You figured it out already.
I figured out the comp. You can please hire me as your coach, Donkeys R Us. I will accept. You're welcome. But no, seriously though, they definitely have a plan for that Rhaegar. Rhaegar is honestly he's first pick worthy. He definitely doesn't tip your hand when you draft him first. Camp clear is amazing. His ability to heal is amazing. Okay, so now we see the Garrosh come out finally, which he didn't last game. And that actually kind of surprised me.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. They pick up the Uther as well. Just a solid all-around support right now in this meta, especially with the well-met Hammer of Justice. And we'll see now. On Dragonshire, we continue going forward. It's going to be a Falstad and an Illidan. This is a lot of dive.
Like I said, I was expecting something a lot more aggressive coming out of Donkeys R Us, and this is going the exact direction I thought. If they pair this with they're gonna have to pair it with a tank. To be perfectly honest, they could, if they wanted to be super annoying, they could probably go Tassadar Zarya. I mean, granted, it leaves you with one ranged tank, but that Illidan's not going to die anytime soon.
Yeah, Illidan's going to have a lot of survivability. I have a feeling it's going to be more of a traditional tank, though. Maybe a Muradin or the Nubarak, what we've been seeing quite a bit lately.
Yeah, I like spitting out derpy comps. Yeah, the Nubarak gets
okay, just kidding. It's going to be banned out.
Still leaves. Well, we see. Oh, they ban out.
They typed in G and got confused.
To be honest, the Gul'dan would have been a fine ban too, because dropping a Horrify on a diving Illidan's head is a surefire way to ruin his day.
Yeah, that's a really great way to ruin a 10,000-year nap.
Right? Okay, so, but here's what I'm seeing. They drafted Garrosh Uther first and second. They counter with two of the highest mobility heroes in Illidan, who can dive over walls, stuff like that, and Falstad, who can barrel roll over walls and stuff like that. So any toss over wall is essentially moot.
Mm-hmm.
So I really, really, really like this draft comes out.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see what our Illidan builds, just because we're starting to see a little bit more variety in how they're building them out, and it's going to be Kael'thas again. Wait, this looks familiar. The last series.
This does, and this was the comp that they won the previous game with. I can't remember. Was it a Vala they had at the end, or no? Was it a Lunara? It was a Lunara, wasn't it?
It was a Lunara, yeah.
Okay.
So that might be what they're doing, and honestly, this is an even higher value Lunara pick, because you're picking absolutely last, and Donkeys R Us can't counterpick that at all. Unless they see this coming.
Okay, they've got a super beefy tank in Johanna right now. That's a really, really, really great pickup by them. And Johanna is one of the few tanks in the game that can just straight up solo tank.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if they go a Tassadar here or something like that, they go to oh my god, all the damage on this team is filthy McNasty.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty, and this makes that Lunara pick a little harder, I feel, going forward. But we're going to see what they do decide to lock in. Other options being what? I don't even know what the other option would be. Sonya, maybe, to help beefing up that front line even further.
Okay, here's what you do.
Stivey comp?
Here's what you do. You have Colossus Smash variant, and you take a third tank. Yeah. You don't listen to my bad ideas.
No, I do actually like that. You get the Kael'thas damage rolling on that, lift them up, and then going with Colossus Smash and blow them up. Could work.
I mean, it would work on pretty much, especially it would work on Jaina and Falstad. We see the Alarak come out.
Wow.
Though. That is betting the farm if I've seen it. Hooray for Indiana references.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll have to see if Alarak is the key to Modo bringing the series back up against a really strong Donkeys R Us team, the number 2 points leader currently in HGC Open, looking to solidify that lead further. They can't catch Heroes Hearth, but they can make sure that they keep that second spot, and they're one game away from furthering that goal here. Like I said, on HGC Open. Once again, we're Nexus Commentaries. Thank you for joining us. This is game number 2 between Donkeys R Us and Modo Gaming. If you're just now joining us, thank you guys so much for checking us out. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Much love, everybody who has joined us tonight. Please consider hitting the follow button, whatever. You can find us on Twitter as well at Nexus Comms Hots.
There you go. On the left side, though, we do have Donkeys R Us. We have the Johanna, played by Jin, Soyusarian on the Jaina Slice Blade, playing up Falls Head, LZ Gamer on the Illidan, Elheim on that Rhaegar.
And on the side of Modo Gaming, we got King Dingo on the Alarak, Savo on the Uther, once again on the best skin in the game, the Lumberjack skin. Brocknar is going to be on the... Is that the variant? No. Yeah,
variant.
That's the Logosh skin. It always throws me off. Burger on the Garrosh, and that was a lot of hits. Then Shogun Misa reprising his role from game 1 on the Kael'thas.
So that was really nice by Slice Blade, getting 3 stacks already on that Gathering Storm at level 1 very, very quickly into this match. And we're seeing a really sneaky play by Donkeys R Us. They're trying to see if they can bait out the Alarak here, but they decided to just go forward and move in and clear out this wave in a spray already, and they're pushing a lot of damage onto these towers already.
I mean, between Illidan's evasion, Elium's healing, and the shield. Ooh, he gets chucked over the wall, but he's fine so far. Rhaegar's going to be able to get out, maybe.
If they can get the stun, there we go.
Pulled back. First blood goes to Modo Gaming right there, punishing the aggression coming out from
I like that. Yeah, a huge amount of pressure coming in that top lane, but almost evening things out in the XP department. Garrosh rotates up to claim this first Dragon Shire in the top side. Jaina taking the bottom as Uther says, "Oh, you left down here? I'll take over."
And Kael'thas securing Uther's ability to seal the shrine up, and Modo Gaming actually has both. MVP creeps coming into play right now, interrupting the channel from Brocknar right there.
Oh, wow. A really great iron skin from Jin to interrupt the pull-in, and the counter engage begins as Garrosh gets pulled in. A big heal from the Uther. LZ Gamer in a little bit of trouble, does get the heal up, and big rotations from both teams, but no kills on either side.
Nope, not at all. But we see Alarak, he's probably going to have to TK himself back under the safety of his tower right there. The hammering misses its mark, and King Dingo taps so well and continues to clear this wave out as Burger is looking for the Q onto Falstead as Uther decides to rotate into the bottom and grab this bottom shrine. There's really nobody in a close position except for Jin. And Burger's going to find the Johanna right there. She gets pulled back, pops the iron skin, and saves her life. Gets thrown back anyways. Garrosh telling her what's up. Know your place, Natalie Dormer.
Yeah, big back and forth in the middle lane, but the power of picking up the Illidan and Rhaegar is shown here by this Bruiser Camp getting picked up very early on in this match, pushing out that top lane. We do see LZ Gamer going in onto Savo. They're body blocking him for days, and they're going to be able to get
that. Soyosarian, is he going to be able to survive? Nope. The living bomb ends up taking her out on the bottom. Once again, Modo Gaming securing both shrines for themselves. Elium and LZ Gamer looking to come in. Maybe Shogun feels he can get a nice another strike off, but there's just no way they're going to be able to get to the shrine. Not with Jin's Johanna being massively annoying.
Yeah, Elheim in a little bit of trouble, but they are able to eliminate the Kael'thas, and Varian also in trouble. Oh, but LZ Gamer able to friend or foe away just in time.
Nice timely cleanse coming out of the Rhaegar right there, saving the Illidan's life. The stun connected just after the cleanse was used.
Level 7's online now for Modo Gaming, getting that talent parity between the two teams. Jin thrown back, but not going to do too much to the Johanna.
And I see he went this build the last time he played Kael'thas, but he goes Felon Fusion and Mana Tap at
top lane. Look at this. Alrak is, I think, going to be able to walk away from this. Ooh, barely escapes with his life. About 50 HP left as that hammer came through.
Yeah, Jin trying to get the nice Q onto Jin right there from the Garrosh. He's just being just as annoying as she is. Another pull in, and he throws the Falstad into the tower for a few shots, but this is
big fight in the bottom lane though, as well, as this is breaking out in the 1-for-1 trade so far, but Uther is going to drop as well, so 2-for-1 in favor of Donkeys R Us. They pick up their Dragon Knight in the midst of all this as well, and Kael'thas is going to get taken out in the meantime too. Is he?
Yes, okay. He is. Okay. Dragon Knight does go to the top as that tower, that fort is out of shots at this point, and it's just Drogo and Burger on defense at the moment. So the Dragon Knight pretty much has his way with this top lane. The Dragon Knight gets TK'd away. The DK gets TK'd away. How about that?
How about those acronyms? The Slice Blade's hanging out in top lane here, and actually Uther's getting a little bit low. Does have to be a little bit concerned there. Does get pulled in. Heal comes out onto Uther though. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Modo definitely looking a lot better this game too. Still having their hands full with a very, very canny.
Hunt onto the Kael'thas in the bottom lane here, and that should be another kill in their favor. It is, and this is putting Sorya about halfway through to finishing that quest for the Jaina.
Yeah, Blood Elves apparently very long-lived, but not 10,000 years worth of long-lived. All that hatred coming right in the Blood Elf's face.
Yeah, that was a very quick hunt there in that bottom lane. Level 10's now online for Modo. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as their heroics, except for a Divine Storm. We do definitely see Divine Storm a lot against Illidan comp, so not a huge surprise there. You don't have anyone super divey that would need the Divine Shield to go in. But look at this wave bottom.
Good lord, that is a lot of mercs coming out. The Phoenix forced to be used at this point. The Flame Strike comes down, and I know that Uther is just waiting for a nice taunt onto the element, cleanses for it to come out. Jin gets thrown back, taunted up by the Warlord's Challenge. Pops her Iron Skin. Burger gets hunted on. He goes down. That's one down. It looks like Varian is gonna get taken down by someone not named Gul'dan at this point. And they're just Donkeys R Us are just gonna push this fort down. They've got more than enough damage. They got a 3-level lead. They may. If I'm at Donkeys R Us, I play it safe. I go get both shrines, and then I just push through the bottom.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Is they start to back off, and the scary thing is about this comp that Donkeys R Us has is Jin is peeling a little bit, but he might be in big trouble here. The Gust to secure the escape, though, so really great job by Donkeys R Us recognizing the situation that their tank was in. But like I wanted to talk about earlier, the Illidan comp. Illidan is one of the best heroes to put onto the core. Just because he does so much damage, he's able to burst around or move around as he pleases. Soya Sarian picking up this Dragon Knight is a really great job done by Jin to secure that Dragon Knight for them. And like you said, there they go, at least posturing in this bottom lane, if not fully committing.
Yeah, they should be able to just push their way in. The top lane is going to get some pushback if into the side of Donkeys R Us if Donkeys R Us is unable to take the core, but I don't see that really happening at this point. The Phoenix does come out. Iron Skin has been popped on the Johanna. Illidan is now in the core. Gets all the abilities come out, but all for naught. The Ancestral Healing lands on the Illidan just in time. The Alarak trying his best. Discord strikes, and well, maybe they get the Rhaegar down, but not enough.
The Dragon Knight was at 70% HP. That was a tough defense that they had to try to mount there, and how Donkeys R Us just proving a little too strong.
Yeah, they definitely were. Donkeys R Us showing why they are actually the second place team in the HGC at this point. Moving on in the tournament, let me see if let me pull up this bracket real quick.
Oh, they're playing against Oh My Science.
Oh My Science.
And Oh My Science, I think, is in the standings for our bracket coming up, the playoff bracket coming up. Let me double check. No, they're not. I'm sorry. I thought they were.
So we will gonna try to continue to follow Donkeys R Us. Just double check with LZ real quick.
We're having a pretty quick night tonight.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
I'm surprised as well. We're already in the third series, and Importa is already into the semifinals, which obviously, if you haven't been following HGC Open, we do half the bracket on Mondays and half the bracket on Tuesdays. So Imported already into Tuesday night. They beat Solus Black and LOL. Oh, that's Kevin Etopi's team.
Is it?
Yeah, they beat him.
I thought they were called Animals or something like that.
They might change their name. Who knows?
Yeah, they might have. Indeed, we do have the all clear from LZ to continue following Donkeys R Us through their bracket. Let me get that next team. Oh My Science into the scoreboard. Oh My Science. And enjoy just a little bit of music for now. Once again, thank you for watching. We're Nexus Commentaries bringing you the HGC NA Cup number 7. We're going to hit some music for a little bit, and we will be back shortly.